All I could feel was like death. I didn't feel any attachment to it anymore. If you feel called, go on a date with a woman.
Yes. Oh my God, this is so nerve-wracking.
I'm going to spend the day with a gender fluid person named 11. 11 is non-binary or genderqueer, which means that they do not identify as male or female, and is why they use the pronoun they, them instead of him or her. 11 was a beauty YouTuber named Lynette Cenée.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Until they started going through a spiritual process that awakened this transformation. 11 happens to be staying at my house right now, so we decided to spend the day together so I can learn more about what it means to be gender fluid and the journey it's been to become 11.
How do you want to introduce yourself to the Vibe Tribe or whoever's watching?
Yeah. I am 11. I was on YouTube for almost a decade, and I showed up as a very different avatar, the avatar of Lynette Cenée.
It's Lynette Cenée. It's Lynette Cenée. Lynette Cenée. Lynette Cenée.
I don't like to use the word identify anymore. I like to just say I am that I am. I resonate with two-spirit, non-binary.
You're deeply spiritual, I know. What kind of spiritual practices do you do to kind of integrate that every day?
It started with meditation, where I just started going inward. Breath work. Then when I really launched into the full quantum leap, it was plant medicine that just catapulted me. And we'll get into the story of how this all came through. But spoiler alert, I was born with 11 toes. Maybe, if you're lucky, we'll give you a visual.
I think we need that.
You gotta just keep watching.
I just like want to dive in now.
Okay, let's do it. We gotta go. Ladies first, if you still identify as lady.
You mentioned that you are two-spirit. What does that mean?
I'm still discovering what this means. Again, I always just preface with I'm still on a pursuit of awareness. It is a being that has come back to the remembrance, able to access both energetics of divine masculine and divine feminine. So they say it's kind of a third gender or another gender variant. I have Native American ancestry, so I really felt like it was an ancestral thing coming through me. However, non-binary is a really great way to say that as well.
Because you still have your biological sex. That I also would love to talk to you about how you relate to that.
I like to say womb space holder.
Womb space holder.
The highest honor.
How do you relate to your womb space being non-binary?
So this body of bone and blood, right, is on loan. Every single one of us have these beautiful avatars. So I see it really like the Matrix. I'm like, cool, I just like fucking landed in this one and this one's dope. However, we have an energetic body, right? Every being has a womb chakra as well. We're coming back into balance. So the breath that I wanted to lead you through today is balance. I like to call it the infinity breath because I just continue to imagine like a serpent or just like some sort of symbol. So I just close my eyes, I drop in. I take my ring finger and my thumb and I just put it on each side of my nostril. You go out through the right and then in through the right and then out through the left. And just start imagining, again, just this infinity symbol. So we're here. The avatar of 11, the avatar of sky. It's all a matrix. It's all a beautiful story. Not that it's not important, but it's a story nonetheless. Try and imagine yourself more androgynous. Who is the warrior? Who is sky's warrior? And then when you feel comfortable, we'll come back to this awareness.
I didn't want to leave.
So now I want to poke at you a little bit and make you a little uncomfortable.
It was so trancy. I was in a trance.
What was uncomfortable? What felt right? You know, what came through?
It's definitely uncomfortable to imagine yourself as a man, you know what I mean? I just have never like even tried to imagine that before. Being a woman, especially in a workplace situation, if I come with strong energy, it's almost like not welcome. It's always kind of made me angry because I feel like I haven't been able to fully be myself.
I was really wrestling with divine masculine. I was in a very abusive marriage and I had left that. And so I was really rectifying some deep stuff within me. One of my last ceremonies, my warrior came through. You're stepping into the avatar of a new vibration of your experience. I feel like I am here to lead part of the consciousness back to balance. An exercise, just if you feel called, because I heard you say, I feel very straight, is to go on a date with a woman. I know you have a boyfriend, I'm just saying, but someone that just is a pattern interrupt for what you've typically. I've dated men, I've dated women, I love all beings, I'm open to all.
That would be interesting. Maybe I should film it.
I was gonna say, I know who.
Oh!
Cami go on a date with Cami. She's a YouTuber and you guys would be so cute on a date.
Cami who?
Petyn.
Oh yeah, I met her at Toastmasters.
Okay, go on a date with Cami.
This brownie literally is my sexuality. I'm in heaven! Holy shit! I love women.
Okay.
I'm calling forward a date with Cami. I love where she's at right now. She's really, you know, coming into this swaggy state. I'm like, okay. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll document it. My
Yes.
first date with a woman.
Yes. And then you'll see with womb space holders specifically, it's a little different. Your energetics shift. More of my masculine has come forward in that. And it's a fun exercise. So Sky was like, are my dirty slippers showing on camera? I was like, Sky, are we kidding? We're about to show 11 motherfucking toes. You're worried about dirty slippers?
They're a little frazzled. These slippers have seen some better days. I want to dive into non-binary evolution you went through. You were a beauty YouTuber, doing nails, doing makeup, doing all of that. When did you start to question that identity?
I still have nail art. I still put on some cosmetics, and I still can present feminine sometimes. It was more being paraded around as a commodity. Let's just fucking say it. I just was being paraded around as this archetype. Ring the bell, get the cheese, you put on the makeup, you get paid. Just lost in a way. I was showing up just not in my truth.
Can you share about who you were as Lynette?
I love Lynette Cenée. Listen, we're still good homies. And it comes through here and there. I didn't feel any attachment to it anymore. It was super interesting because when you do some of this plant medicine work, you lose your ego, right?
When did it first come into your awareness that maybe I don't want to be just a woman anymore?
I was in an ayahuasca ceremony. I had long hair at the time, and I felt my hair. All I could feel was like death, but I could feel the energy in my hair was like, you need this off now, like shave it immediately. But I saw myself walking up to myself from a distance. It was me with a shaved head, and like I was a balanced individual. And so it was in that ceremony that I knew, oh my gosh, I'm stepping into something else. The name hadn't dropped yet of like what the new name was, but I knew a new name was coming. So it was like about 2 months after that, I just started sitting with it, wrestling with it. I was like in my room for months, like crying beforehand. And at the time I was in a same-sex partnership. She didn't get it. She didn't get what was going on. And we've worked through that now, but I felt so alone, and it was really hard, and it still is every day. Like you can probably feel my heart. I'm like, I've filmed a lot of videos like that I've wanted to put on my YouTube channel, but it was such a quick shift and I kind of took a break. So it's like when you build an audience, they expect things from you. And so when you shapeshift so quickly, it's been scary for me because I'm like, videos weren't as sacred, I wasn't as dropped in. And so this is so real that was easy to share.
Gosh.
Thank you.
First of all, what is the message you want to share?
Simple. What does balance look like in your life? It's simple. That's it. It's a very simple question, and just embody that. So guys, you know what this means.
We're doing the reveal! Oh!
And then on this foot, on my left foot, I came through with a little glitch in the matrix. Dun dun dun!
Oh!
This beautiful foot has a little toe. I have 2 nails. So under an x-ray, it looks like this. It's like 2 bones, but they're together. And so to me, this is an infinity sign. All right, guys, so we're gonna go outside and I wanna take you to do like a surprise exercise. I know you do a lot of this practice, but I don't know if you've done something like this. So I encourage all of you guys to join us. We're just gonna get comfortable with exploring with different energies. Masculine, feminine, we're gonna blend them a little bit. I want you to step into the like more sensual, sexy, which is uncomfortable sometimes for a lot of us that don't love to dance, which I'm definitely one of them. Typically you'll see me at dance parties and I'm just kinda like this, I'm like,
So we're gonna be dancing for everyone. Yay!
see? Okay, good. So this is good for both of us. So I'm with you in this, and this is why I force myself to do it, because it pushes a boundary for me. We're gonna tap into what your body feels like is feminine. Like just slowing down. Now we're gonna start moving into a little bit more movement. Or like a warrior, just like, okay, Sky, bring it back full circle. What about that date?
The date with Cami? I'm getting nervous. Okay, Cami, where are you?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is so nerve-wracking.
Tag Cami. She'll she'll be tagged in the comments below.
Cami, I would love to go on a date with you. Please comment below if you want to see Cami and I go on a date, and tag her in this or send it to her so she sees this. And I would love to go on a date with you, Cami. So
already getting nervous. I feel her heart palpitating.
Never been on a date with a woman.
We're bringing Sky. We're bringing Sky over.
We're bringing Sky over.
Got a lot of time on our hands, yeah, don't have to rush a thing, don't you know?